Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your future spouse. There are 3 groups to choose from. One is this star. Group 2 is this star. And group 3 is this star. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose this crystal. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups, the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Sun, Knight of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Moon. You took me by surprise and awakened something deep inside of me that I did not know I was capable of feeling. I have suddenly become very self-conscious about the ways in which I have been too easygoing as far as the people that I have let into my heart space that have trampled upon a level of purity and truth that I am capable of offering in romantic relationships, that I know I need to look directly in the eye and vanquish in order to be able to open myself up to you fully. You are deserving of a higher caliber of experience than I am capable of giving at this moment in time. But I don't want you to feel that I have turned my back on you and have simply given up on the situation. Far from that, I am fighting internal battles on a daily basis that still me and hold me back from a place of reaching out impulsively and simply diving headfirst into the beautiful connection that wishes to unfold between the two of us, because I know that I owe it to our future in order to be able to finally tie up loose ends and to let go of certain grievances, as well as a hope that had lingered needlessly and stubbornly for many years of the return of a particular person that I was dealing with in my past, that is long past its expiration date, does not resonate with the version of myself that I am currently, and must be totally cut out of my life altogether in order to be able to give myself to you fully. You are everything that I could have ever hoped for and imagined within another person. And so I hope that you will be patient in this process of me fast-tracking myself through the ups and downs of letting go of the heaviness and guardedness within my heart space to be able to allow the free-flowing energies between the two of us to be exchanged in an unencumbered way. I want to prove to you that love is a safe place for you to land, to be able to hold you through all of the seasons of your experience, the ups and downs of what your way of life requires of you. And so I am building within myself a level of stoicism that is both strong and enduring, and at the same point in time flexible enough to not run when you are expressing yourself emotionally, and to be able to reciprocate with you in kind, although the world at large demands that I put on a stone face and act my role. I want to be able to provide that space for the two of us behind closed doors where we can simply let our guards down and be ourselves. I don't want you to have to worry about my past catching up with me. And so I'm being diligent at this particular point in time in making sure that I am bringing all of my affairs up to a current state of being, so that when I move towards you openly, there is nothing but the present moment that I am fixated upon. I have no desire to repeat past patterns in life or in love, so I am looking back, opening certain wounds deliberately, and sitting with the nature of the chaos that is surging forth, almost in a way that is impossible to deal with, but is necessary for me to go through in order to be able to recognize and look with a critical eye at the ways in which I contributed to the nature of my own suffering, so that I can ensure that these hidden triggers do not suddenly become activated and disrupt the beauty and harmony of what I hope to create with you. I sense and see that you are somebody who invests a lot of time in taking accountability for yourself, and so I have taken your lead as an example to myself, that this is the time in my life where I must do the same as well, because this is work that I have avoided at all costs inside of myself. And although it is turbulent, I see that you have already come out and are standing within the light on the other side of a tunnel very similar to what it is that I am currently immersed in. And so it is the knowing that life continues on beyond the point of transformation that keeps me pressing further deeply within to the root of my own memories in order to be able to extract a pervasive amount of pain and mistrust that has kept me at a distance from deep and loving relationships for quite some time. Thank you for being the person who stirred me awake from the fact that I was simply sleepwalking through my life, and for allowing me the opportunity to make the improvements that I need to make behind closed doors without being overly critical or judgmental. I feel that you are growing impatient, and yet I am deeply grateful that you are holding the space for me to do what I need to do in order to be able to present the best version of myself to you completely. Please don't think that I have eyes for anyone else. My attention internally is fixed completely upon you, and you are the motivation and the muse for me to continue to unfold day by day, looking at myself and asking, what is it that I can improve upon emotionally or actually in order to be able to keep pace with you along the trajectory of your life, which suggests acceleration. I no longer want to settle within the comfortable rut that I have been living in. I am ready for the adventure of what our love story with one another can entail, and I am so excited about the fact that you are the one that I am going to have walking by my side through this life. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know. Okay, we have I want more with you one day. You are my treasure. Facing my reflection is more than I can handle. My entire being and body is attracted to you. I am drawn to your deep intelligence and wisdom. I want to create with you. I miss your sunshine in my life so much. I have no words for your kindness and generosity. I always hope to have you in my life, and you are my destiny. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name for you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got K, T, B, V, Y, G, T, D, P, V, S, J, I, F, M, Y, P, H, and D. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose this crystal. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use those as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, the Star, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Swords. I've come to the realization that there are certain cycles that I need to break out of in my life. I have been fearful of change, clinging to my comfort zone, and I am seeing that this is only causing me to miss out on precious days and opportunities that I could take steps closer to you. I am allowing the opportunity between the two of us to become something which withers on the vine, and I know that I will not be able to forgive myself if I don't stand up and make a move towards you soon. You fill me with a sense of both hope and intimidation. I know that to enter into a partnership with you, that I can no longer play small with my life, but I will be forced to ride the current and the wave of deep acceleration to change and growth, both in the ways in which love can open me up into a better version of myself, and also the ways in which the horizon that I had been aiming towards prior to you entering my world and my reality would be expanded in a very profound way. I am having a hard time letting go of the need to control the outcome in this situation, to simply understand that you are a divine gift that has been placed upon my doorstep so easily and at a time when I wasn't looking for it. I hate the fact that I have lost my belief in the power of miracles, because here you are, an angel walking the earth that has eyes only for me, and yet I am second guessing your intentions, comparing what we have with one another and what we can develop into with what has happened in my past, where I had opened up, placed my trust fully in another person, only to be let down so substantially that it took me years to fit my broken pieces back together together again in a haphazard way, that at times it is very difficult for me to even accept that this is what I have come to, because I am a deeply romantic person at heart, and it is hard to admit the nature of my own sensitivity in the face of what I have had to do in order to put on that brave face and continue to move forth through the years of my life. I see you as my treasure, as something that is a source of abundance for me, that is beyond what I have been able to generate for myself. I have been having visions and dreams of different shades of the life that we shall create with one another, and this motivates me to continue to hold the space inside of myself, to push myself beyond my comfort zone in little ways every day, so that I can finally do what I need to do in order to break free of the rut and monotony that I have been stuck in, so that I am able to run full force towards you and no longer away, to participate with you equitably rather than expecting you to be the one to do all the heavy lifting in this connection currently, to hold on to and sustain the nature of the belief that there is a future between the two of us, no matter how things look at this particular point in time. Because I don't want to be the one that simply sits by passively while you are busy building our future tomorrow based on all of your good intentions and the way in which you are able to manifest your dreams into a place of reality in a most magnificent capacity. I want to rise to the level that you occupy so that we move forth as equals, so that you see me as somebody who is capable of change, is curious about the ways in which I can improve upon aligning more deeply with you and whatever it is that our relationship demands of us moving forward. It feels that there is a greater destiny at play that I may also be afraid of opening myself up to recognizing fully once it is revealed. It feels to be something that is outside of my comfort zone and yet innately known to my soul that this is the purpose for incarnating here in this lifetime, and that it conjuncts very directly with you, some experience we are supposed to have with one another, something that is the yield of our union with each other, that I know and have been shown will bring me an immense amount of joy, and yet is the very thing that I had resolved myself to believing that I could not have in this lifetime. I don't want to let you down and to waste either of our time in this situation, so I am trying my best to figure out ways through my overactive imagination to move through this labyrinth of stagnancy so that we can get to the business of loving each other out loud. You are somebody who is worth fighting every hesitation inside of myself. Please don't ever doubt the fact that I am being distant and removed at this point in time as the fact that I have lost interest in you entirely. I am altogether wrapped up inside of myself, trying as best as I can to unfreeze myself from the place where I am rigid and stuck in place. I see you moving forward, finding ways to grow and expand, even though there is a part of you that still clings to the notion that I am supposed to be walking by you through this next chapter of your life and reality. I don't expect you to wait in place, and I know that I am now tasked to push with everything that I have in order to be able to catch up with you and not miss the opportunity to be the one that wakes up to your face every morning and falls asleep to the essence of being close to you each night. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I'm awestruck in a sense of disbelief that you are actually real and here. I have dreamed about you since I was young. I am familiar with your energy in a way that is seamless with mine, and it is hard for me to digest and to accept fully that this was not merely the product of some fantasy, but that the two of us are wrapped in what seems to be a greater degree of prophecy that gives purpose and meaning to every pitfall that has brought us to this exact juncture in time. Thank you for being the one that keeps your mind open and looking towards clarity, seeking to find that outside of yourself and receiving it from on high in whatever ways you can, because the ways in which your energy becomes more fluid translates directly to me and helps me to put one foot in front of the other to advance into the next version of myself that is eager and waiting to be known by you. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know at this time. Okay, and we have, so we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. I could listen to your voice for days on end. Everything you've ever said to me, I've taken to heart. My entire being and body is attracted to you. All I ever wanted and needed is you. You are my destiny. I will do anything to bring you happiness. You are so precious to me. You are my muse. And can we just kiss all night? So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name for you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got E, D, P, J, M, T, H, G, T, X, F, E, W, V, A, L, G, U, I, U, B, and S. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose this crystal. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we, and following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or serve as additional messages for you from your future spouse, and then I'll close the reading out with some initials. We have the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, Six of Cups, the Sun, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. You fill me with a sense of wonder each time I catch sight of you. I still remember the first moment I laid eyes upon you, and it felt as if I were beholding something that was mystical and meant only for me. It is safe to say that this was a love at first sight circumstance, and it is taking me time to be able to navigate properly what the next steps forward in this circumstance should be, because the feelings that I have inside that have grown for you almost overnight, springing up suddenly out of a place of emptiness that had been pervasive and which I had become comfortable with inside of myself, leaning a little deeply into that space of absence, in a way that I know was unhealthy, but was all that I was able to do given the lot in life that I was having to deal with. But now there is a sense of beautification that has taken place, and I am looking about and trying to decipher how to best and most appropriately cherish these feelings that I have and saturate myself in every breath of the experience of this new beginning that came upon me quite suddenly and when I was not looking for it, that happened the first time our paths crossed with one another. You are somebody who illuminates my higher potential as somebody who is capable of becoming something more than myself simply through opening up and receiving all of the love that you have to give. I want to make sure that our love story unfolds in a way that is meaningful and measures beyond the best of what you have known prior to meeting me. And so I am pulling out all the stops to try and muster up the courage that I can to be the most romantic, to impress you in great and small ways, to let you know that I do intend not to just simply take this free and easy connection between the two of us for granted, but that I fully intend on romancing every aspect between the two of us so that we as two individuals are completely on board and working in tandem and as a team, not just to build something practical, but to also build something which defies the expectations of what we thought wish fulfillment could be in the arms of another in the here and now. I want to let you know that I have thought long and hard about the future between the two of us, and when I take steps in order to generate the next chapter between the two of us, I do fully intend on taking things at a measured pace, but accelerating them exponentially, to making my intentions known to you, so you are very clear as far as where it is that I stand. I don't want you to feel nervous or insecure about anything that I might be withholding from you, and so I am trying my best in order to prepare myself to be expressive in an emotional way that is uncustomary for me. I am moving beyond my comfort zone, sitting with the nature of my own feelings, both my hopes and fears, in the hope that this will prepare me to be able to give you a very exemplary experience of love that is not just temporary in the early phases of our connection with one another, but is something that I am going to be able to continue to feed into, nurture, and enhance as the years of our life follow. I look forward to our next interaction with one another, to speaking with you directly, to being in the same airspace as you and looking into your eyes in a way that makes you feel seen and understood, not just as a surface level package, but deeply inside as a core soul, as a resonant being, as my kindred spirit, as the one that I have been waiting for my entire life. Thank you for helping me to take my attention away from the mundane and the busyness of what I have surrounded myself with in order to sustain the kingdom that I have created for myself, helping me to prioritize the little things, such as asking questions about how I am really feeling inside, what I need to do in order to make sure that my emotional needs are met, and for helping me to prioritize my own well-being in a way that is just as significant as the ways in which all of my material comforts are managed and met sufficiently. You are helping, without knowing it, to prepare me to be an even greater lover and participant with you in this beautiful experience that feels almost destined between the two of us. You have helped to bring about a surge of awakening and enthusiasm within me. You have raised up a level of vitality that is almost overwhelming at times, but which I am acclimating to. I sense that this surge of electricity inside of myself is something which is activating me to propel towards you with nothing held back, so that the two of us can unbind ourselves from the resistance that we have had to believing that a true and deep love story was actually meant for us in this lifetime. You are helping me to no longer look at the past and ruminate on all the things that I could have done better, because I see now the gift within this very present moment, that had it not been for every mistake and detour that I had taken, then I would have missed the opportunity to be with you altogether. Nothing of this is lost to me. I am holding that treasured experience very close to myself. I am praying for guidance at this particular point in time to find the ways in which I can be made into a better version of myself energetically and spiritually, so that there can be a sanctimonious relationship between the two of us that incorporates not only our emotional well-being, but mind, body, and soul, brings us into a place of harmony and working in tandem with one another to make sure that our mutual needs are met and that we are both eagerly exploring the ways that we can continue to unfurl and grow into the types of individuals that we were always intended to be. I look forward to nestling you into the life that I have created for myself. I already see that you will fit so precisely into the choreography of what I have come to value and prioritize. It feels like there is so much empty space around me that has been waiting simply to be occupied by you. And so I'm looking forward to the day when I can bring you home, introduce you to the people that matter most to me, and to walk with you by my side, proudly with my head held high for all the world to behold. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your future spouse wants you to know right now. Okay, and we have, you're the only one who understands me at such a deep level. I believe you. You are the song of my heart. The taste of your presence is something I will never, ever be able to forget. Things aren't always as they seem. I want to give you the world. Forgive me, I have never felt this way before. I do not know how to act. You are a diamond of immense strength and beauty. Can you handle all of my scars? And I am terrified of you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name for you or your future spouse, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got N, A, N, M, B, L, H, P, D, E, V, W, O, R, F, W, D, T, J, O, V, and G. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.